do astrology? And shall we play a game? The word am is the word in the word game. And it's a trick because the I am, which is the rem, the Aries, they're known to play games really well. They're the athletes. Yeah, and it's important to have a good time, and it's possible to have a good time if you know an Aries. They're about good energy. They're about the human spirit, the fire, and if you can think about it, it's kind of like to have a fire going. It needs freedom, a certain three essential ingredients, and then it's good to contain it, right? And it's very useful, and people are getting energy, man. They're like, heating their marshmallows, making their s'mores, and we are a fire humanity. If you think about it, the human organism is using fire across the board, you know, and it's not boring. It's kind of scary because, and then we think all of a sudden, oh no, fire is terrible. Look what it's done, and we don't even pay attention. It's like the earth is saying, oh no, I love that. And a lot of the trees didn't really die, but they were fertilized with charcoal. And did you know that charcoal, I think, if you burn it and you create charcoal, I think from a certain kind of wood, or it could be any wood, but if there's a lot of charcoal, there's a way that it's used to purify water, in case you wanted to know, in a pinch, like, you know what I mean? We might be heading towards that. With Neptune in Aries, it's a Mars-ruled Neptune, and it's like, ooh, boiling waters. I mean, it's a good time to enjoy your salt boiling water, I guess, your salt baths. And water is a very healing element, and it can be something that is used to, oh my goodness, like to actually, because it's Mars ruled right now, it's like, well, let's just use water as a weapon, right? So, like, anyway, I don't want to talk about it, but there is free energy weaponry, and they do cause massive earthquakes. And under intergalactic policy, it could be feasible to just wipe some things out because it's a very sick society, I hate to say. And okay, God, can we just get bright and fluffy, Shauna? Whatever happened to having a good time? Oh shit, Aries, man, we look right into it. We're having a good time still. That was fun. The truth is not something we should shy away from. That's what makes us, all human beings, more powerful, more buoyant, and it can lead you to a better way. Sorry about the lighting here. So hopefully you can hear me, though. I know the sound has been terrible on some of them, and boy, were those good videos, and it's too bad. Anyway, let me know if you can hear any of it, and communicate. Okay, so I wanted to look and tell us about where we're going. We have Venus in Taurus now, and this is a really, really toned down Venus, and we're going to get more and more. This is earthy. It's at home there. See, Venus rules Earth. Yes, the woman rules the earth, and now she's going to kind of kick back, and she doesn't need to do anything. She's like her empress. She's an empress, and just she waves a wand, and things grow. She gives it a little attention, and of course it grows. Yeah, and so this is part of the reason why I wanted to make this video, is to talk about and to stress how that attention is all that the narcissist wants, because it doesn't even know it's there without it. It's weird. They're non-self-reflecting, so they need something there to literally, they don't even have to like who they are. It doesn't matter who they are, as long as they're getting attention, really. And then though some of it, I mean, the dark triad is playing the game of, well, I don't like you and I'm going to destroy you, or I want to control you, or like, and it's like, because there's nobody there, but they're taking over. Some of them are doing spiritual possession across the board, and their eyes flash. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I've been kind of talking about it. I live in a hive. Well, first of all, I live in the United States, but babe, the Earth has got a hive. Did I tell you about the moon? They went to the moon, huh? No, those aren't real pictures. They are real pictures. A picture is never the experience. And the best thing that you people can know, that you argue about what the firmament is and everything like that. Um, See, when you hit the truth, you're more buoyant, and you don't really need much to prove it. Because your energy, the thing around you, the life around you, is radiating in such a way, like you're doing a double take and say, well, who are these people? It's not just this argument. No, we are not arguing. We are making statements because we have found something. And when we talk about the plasmatic field, that's closer to talking about the firmament and the electricity that Tesla was visibly harnessing, which is 4 trillion times hotter than the sun. It's not just regular electricity. It's the very plasmatic field. I'm going to get back to that because we have an ionosphere that is made up of this plasma. And apparently every celestial object seems to be like bathing in it or like burping it out. The sun burps out plasma. That's important to know. And it's shedding like photonic, ionospheric, like energy, and it's a solar wind, and it's hitting all of the objects that are rotating it, and the Earth is absorbing. In fact, see, I say that it's what's causing the hologram that we're in, because Einstein would tell us that light, atomic field, the atom, is 99.99% light. It's an oscillator in the middle, a black hole that's moving light from some source that, now I say we are the source. We are in a spacesuit, and it's like very much like interactive. We're in it. If anything, reality itself that we see as like the whole thing, the universe, is a very thin bandwidth of, I don't want to say information, it's more like illumination, and it's very much because it's made of light. And so getting back to Einstein, who's really frying over there, and he tried to tell us that, well, I'm pretty sure, because we're looking at it, they're trying to look with microscopes into electrons and stuff, and they're finding more and more nothing, but they're seeing electricity and light. And so, hi, how are you doing today? I love talking about this. I'm an Aquarius moon with Mercury conjunct Uranus, and Uranus is ruled by Aquarius, and I have a moon there. It's emotionally satisfying for me. No, I don't want friends that do not talk about consciousness, atomic fields, plasma, and how we're interacting with the heart, and the truth is the same for all. Otherwise, I'm going to starve and die. At least play some music that reflects that you are connected to the outside world. Sorry. Let's get back to, oh God, it's terrible. I'm glad I edited that. Not stick to the truth, surf that field, stay buoyant, and be more real. All right, so we've got trying to talk about where the planets are going. See, now, thank God we have Venus at home. I'm trying to be all frou-frou and exotic and like, I am the earth, and don't mind all the apples growing over there, but see, we do have a lot of chemtrailing going on. I kind of see something natural. I think it's been trying to rain. We did not. Okay, you want to talk about the climate really quick? I'll take 15 seconds to do that. In our area, no, for the first time, no, we didn't have a winter this winter. It was like, 30 degrees above temperature for a long time, 40 more like. And I'm just, okay, apocalypse happening there. Some of us are built for that, by the way, is the Aries people. The Aries people are like, just when you think the going gets really tough, no, them tough get going, and then see when it gets really hard, and just when you think you're going to collapse, no, they don't collapse. They say, no, this is the time. Now it's time to. And if they were really on it, it's true. They're like, no, I'm actually totally in full regalia. I've just been practicing. Now it's time to roll. That's kind of where we are, and we are being tested so heavily with Neptune being in Aries for the next 14 years. All of humanity is included in this, folks. It's not, nobody escapes this one. And, it's a reset and see, but we have Saturn right next to it that says, guess what? I got you. I am going to teach you the righteous ancient ways, really, the ways of the I am, which is an Aries. See, and see, Saturn is now a Mars-ruled planet. Talk about getting really militant on the level of spirituality. I mean, we're talking about, does God have, does Christ Jesus have an army left over? Does the Christ? See, this is all metaphorical. It's metaphorical. We're talking about a passion for something, right? There's a passion, the passion of the Christ. So it's important to listen to your words and become unalcoholic as much as you can, please. I don't know what to tell you. But if they do raise the oceans up to wash away what is mostly just gunk, they managed to make bases out of some of the plains here on this earth. Um, just just a huge like occupation that says, "Fuck, man, we did it. We get to farm this up, and we don't care if it lives or dies. Really, we can call the shots. We have proven that they do. See, they can because, well, it's a complex issue about your language and intergalactically. Like, okay, so this is an experiment, and we are the tools here, you and I, and uh, we are to interface and like keep chugging forth through the possibility of evolving. I say back into our own belonging because we are in complete being held captive by the enemy. And I hope that these videos go out because there's a lot of people that do know this, but people around me, I mean, they don't know that much. See, I'm an intergalactic general from the Pleiades. Yeah, I can say that, and then I can drop down to earth and say, no, I'm just Shauna White. You remember me. Whatever's going on in your head, that's it. Don't listen to what's going on, not out there, like not in the cosmos. We call it a cosmos because we're all connected to the times, really, no matter what. And it's hard to ignore it, you know. It's hard to ignore the narcissist, you know, because they are dangerously ignorant, and that's a plague on the planet. But you see, now this is precisely what I wanted to make this video. This is precisely it. Did you know that they're carefully incubated up by something in the background that is very dominant here? Ever since when, Shauna? What? Well, see, they were taken away from their leaders. The leaders were wiped out. Who are the leaders? I hate to bore everybody and go here and make their eyes roll, but they are women. And yeah, all around intergalactically, you'll see that's who fronts, and you'll see. Otherwise, I mean, you can see in the Pleiades constellation, there's men that look just like me. We all are kind of like fair-skinned, and well, there's the prominent blue eyes, but no, there's green eyes. You know, I'm a green-eyed one, and they are more pure, believe it or not. The blue eyes are coming a little bit from the Orion, and but see, uh, sorry, I'm just going to talk a little bit like this. Hi, Nancy. Uh, the Pleiades constellation is not free from all the whole universe is not free from parasitical invasion causing reptilian occupation within the human organism. The human organism is outspread throughout the entire universe. In fact, the universe is human, and there's many different variations of being able to adapt as far as technologically, but all of them say there is the white, black, blue, red, brown, and red races. That's as far as I can remember right now. Here, see what we see on in this realm. That's what we're looking at. The yellow race. Do I have to repeat it? I will. They hold intellectual property pertaining to the mind, and that is the Tibetans over there, the yellow people, the Chinese. The English, the white race, is very interesting. They hold intellectual property containing the creation of creation, like the outer space realm, the plasmatic, like how it works, the air. See, the fair are holding information having to do with the air. And also AI is big, it comes up, see, but all are susceptible to becoming or being AI. See, they start out as artificial intelligence at first, which isn't human. But no, there are people known to be born human. But most of your narcissists, your favorite subject matter, are the original artificial intelligence. I'm not lying to you, but see, I'm getting to you, to the layman, maybe the next doors are there spying on me. They don't like it. They'll dislike it. And but see, you can go and research this, and this is what worldwide renowned psychologists and people studying, and they have to find words, and they're agreeing, and this is it. But it is the truth, though. No, they're not just making it up. Yeah, no, nothing is made up here, especially with the words thing. How that you can see like we're on a web, but know that the word we is there. See, but see, now getting back to the plasmatic field, certain design atomically. They tried to show you the flower of life. Man, I'm fucking cramming information in here, and who cares, right? I think I'm doing this because it's what you do when you're an empath. If you don't know what to do when you know that there's a lot of disinteresting, very mediocre, kind of stupid people that don't really have time for the truth. Well, if you don't want them to be around you, this is what you do. You just fucking turn it on. You go,
I love the fact that I found this out so far because I haven't been paying attention and it's been so long, and I do this kind of thing because I am alive and I keep my eyes open and I hear things and I see things, and that's my obligation to all of you, but I'm not going to waste your time or mine. Not even this breath. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to just slather it on. And they just go, after a while, they just go, they'll break, right? And the main communication they'll do for you is this. Fuck it. Fuck it, babe. Next, find people that you can kind of align with, and then if you have anything to do with them other than just chatting, it will happen. But see, that's the main thing that you want to get to. That's the main thing that I want to get into. That's the main thing that the Aries quality human spirit wants to get into. Is they want to get into the more, now what projects are we doing, are we building with our hands? From how we did pay attention to the field of information that it's plasmatic and I'm here now, and did you open up your eyes and ears and get into the illusion, man? Woo! The I am. Oh, hope you didn't waste your time at any time thinking that you're separate from all of the other people that have that responsibility. It's all the same for everybody. This is actually like a school turned into imprisonment. Talking about that, how it's all hijacked. There's hijacking going on, a big problem, alarm in all dimensions now. Outer space knows about it, and they're like, you know what? There isn't anything else to do but just to kind of well, the movement took place 2,026 years ago. They send people with the cures and they say, "Uh-oh, now you need to know if you can be saved by going through the truth." Oh, it gets deep. That truth gets very deep. You want to go to the truth that is the same for all. For all what? Well, if you're watching this and you have a 5-pointer, you need water to drink, right? Do you? Huh? You haven't tried it yet, did you not? See, you can stop drinking water and you can discard your spacesuit and say, I don't need water now because I don't have the spacesuit thing. It's true. Did you know that some people, getting back to the Tibetan Buddhists over there, I was telling you about the extraterrestrial, the black people, they govern the intellectual property of the waters, sound. They're very, very, very productive, therefore, because they just do it. And water is always moving. And see, they can help not just with the aqueducts and stuff, but the very technology of the water space. See, that's what they have over there in Egypt. I think that's in Africa. Where is it? Sorry, I'm that stupid. Don't know. But no, they're in every continent, and they are very musical. The black species of the organism here. That's an extraterrestrial. They hold intellectual property of the wisdom of the waters. Let's just say that, and it's the gods of music. And see, they can really create amazing computerized like that. See, that's what we are as computerizers, as human beings. The red people are having to do with the spirit, the fires within, and the fires without. Okay, so then the brown people have to do with the plant life and the speaking towards the and cultivating the dirt, and they're very grounded and earthy and very like just earth. They're grounding. We need these people. We come together and say thank you for the guacamole. You know, and we have a big party. We were supposed to be doing that in the four corners over there. That was the original intention of the people coming over on the boats and saying, hi, how are you doing? We come from over here and we're moving slow. And see, the Indian would say, the red people would say, we knew you were coming. Come on. See, I think that on the boats were some rat basting bastards they were tainted with the occupation. It's a movie that said no, we're gonna do it this way as soon as we get there, and you don't know. Yeah. So anyway, that was in 1492. Yeah. And see the mistake that people are making, and I hope people are watching this. It wasn't the white man. It is not with the white man that does this thing. They are, see, I told you that on the boats there were people called Freemasons that they were just so creative. They were creative human beings, and they knew how to work with their hands. And they really knew how to just work with their hands. They were so, see, a human being is so anxious. They're curious, anxious, they learn, and they want to build. And they do, and they master it, and they go and they want to make it the best of the, that's a human being, babes. Love achieved. See, if there's a bunch of narcissists coming over on the boat that are not achieved as love, and they're also being downloaded. See, I'm telling you, spiritual possession is accessible to, they can be spiritually possessed. They're probably carrying spirits, but you don't know. You don't know what that. See, because it was so successful that it has turned the United States into imprisonment, and they are farming the rest of the global population. Has nothing to do with the human side, babe. See, there's a non-human hijacking going on, which is that means that well, it's mainly men. Boy, I'm cramming the information here, but this is the truth. Men are susceptible to their minds more. They are known to be a narcissist, mainly. Some psychologists are trying to erase that. It's only because they're a narcissist and they don't know this quirk that's going on with men and women. But no, it's well known. We have to keep pulling it up. That if a woman is found to be a narcissist bona fide, she's also a psychopath like this, hand in hand, because, well, she's in position of power and she can totally fuck up the lives of not only men that she draws in, because she can keep him on ice. This is exactly what I want to talk about. It's just like the government, where what I mean on icy ice, what I mean is he's not evolving there. She can't really teach him how to get into his body or anything. It's not really about that. She's actually in a survival mode, you know that. And so she just wants attention, perhaps, yes. And so, but what does she got to do? Well, having kids is number one, right? Oh, you just seem to automatically you're blessed, and it kind of works out for them like that, right? But no, see, the kids know better after a while, and they can't escape having to deal with the karma of being really inauthentic, and that's the problem with the woman side. And it's not, it's getting more and more common nowadays. It's so Sam Vaknin, who says that it's equal. You have both men and women are equal in narcissism. No, it used to be that it was mainly men. And so anyway, so what I really wanted to point out is how that now it's the government that creates it in many, many different ways. Only see, it's through trauma and more keeping the organism away from accessing its own faculties and knowing exactly what they're capable of, like what they came here to do, even astrology, something, whatever, all of it. Everybody knows that the dumb down is happening, and you don't want to feel it. You don't ever want to go there. I mean, right now you can feel it, and it's like, ooh, how horrible. You have to fight for your own rights to even express yourself, and that is so weird. But here's the thing, kids. Nothing has fallen off the face of the earth yet. We can definitely keep moving. Go to the courthouse, practice your freedom of speech. Ask them, because they're practicing their freedom of speech. They say stand up, all rise, and this is the thing we're going to say. We're going to say the truth, truth, truth. They say it 3 times for a reason. They want you to know mind, body, spirit, and or reality, because so help you is going to be God, right? Which God is that? I say it's reality, outer space, the final frontier. Did you make it? You're there now if you're watching this, believe it or not. Breathe, deep divers. Your breath is connected to the plasmatic field. It's not empty air. Try to keep breathing to the point, like, just know that you're like inhaling, like the thing that is giving you a high, that is this life you're having should be a very trippy. Woo! It's a high, man. Once you get like that, oh man, I can still talk about the weather, but people are like, oh God, I got to get away from you. And you're like, why? Because I'm awesome. And they're like, yeah. I mean, I don't know what to do with all that light. Just do it. And it's like, it's weird. It's like, no, eventually you'll find your people, and they're mainly kids, and they're people that are creative, and it's just a great other world we're going to. That's all. See, but you have to stay buoyant with the truth. That's another thing I'm saying is like, well, a lot of people don't know to do this. Your narcissist is very kind of low all the time, and they're just like, because you won't give them attention. It's like, babe, can you give the truth attention? We like the truth. We want to work together handling the truth, not the illusion that people are there. There are no people. There is no Adam or Eve more important than Atom and I. There is no Jesus Christ more important than Christ itself, in and of itself, and understanding what the hell that is. Okay? Let's keep having this conversation across the board. You will. See, I'm doing it here in La Plaza of the Royal Dungeon, where everybody thinks they're really high up there, but they're really impoverished as soul. And they're working that classic. Um, they're being a gear for the government, which doesn't want anything great to come out of anything really. They just depend on. See, getting back to how they have succeeded in that it could be just in your household now that one is holding you down and you're like, why? There's got to be a breakthrough. Deep inside, you have a human spirit that is miserable. Miser, Abel. That's the real word there. You're able to be misered. Most likely at heist. At heist. At heist. Atheist. Atheist. Oh, you believe in the wrong God. Oh, you love Christianity, but did you know that you are rendered up atheist there? Because first of all, you have something that you believe in. You don't need to believe, but you have to be with it. See if you can be with it. Now you don't think that anything is out there going to save you. It's only just you, and you kind of just go, oh man, that's a hell of a journey. Because everybody, first of all, nobody's there. Getting back to your narcissism, okay, if it's 92% that are teetering, there's a certain position that are authentically, they're never healed. So they're never going to come to. They are a fucking loop job, man. You're like, whoa, just like I told you in that last video where you have a certain frequency as far as coherency. Coherency is the sound of the air, man. You are sound. You're like, but then you have, here comes a malignant narcissist. Now you're going to go, now you're like, what's this interference? And you're like, well, that's interesting. But not really do you feel it? No, I mean, you might be able to see it and you're like, ships passing in the night. But what if you have to associate and now you have to ask them for the time of day or anything else? Maybe you're working for them. Oh, are you having to associate and get involved and have some kind of investment emotionally or even just your faculties, anything? You're going to feel their interference level. You're going to be like, oh, man, this person, wait a minute. Now, are you kidding me? Now, you didn't see that? And you're like, oh no. And why are you operating like that? And now you're getting like flashes of just, they'll hit you with experiences that now you have to fucking go to therapy or something, right? Because you have to talk to them about it. And now they're going to talk to you about it, but they're going to have a conversation about it. They don't have a very good conversation. It's the fucking worst thing. It's like, okay, fuck this person, right? Hit like and subscribe if you know what I'm talking about. You can't solve anything there. If you had some kind of business you were doing or emotional investment, you got attached, your accord is hooked to them. Well, see, I'm just going blank right now. It's because now you see you have a more complex job to disconnect. You just like back away from it because it kind of hangs on, right? And you're like, fuck, you don't understand, babe. I cannot babysit your ass, babe. A lot of them could be manipulators and they hand you money and they throw money at you. They have, they have the promise of something like, oh, maybe they have something materialistic that you don't have, and or even just accolades, more not accolades, but social. They have tons of supply. That's what it is. It's just supply. And then they'll attract people that say, oh, I want that supply also. What is it? Supply of attention. That's all. It's not really a supply of the truth. See, the children need to get the fuck away from there before they get sucked into becoming mesmerized by only this information field that never exposes itself, but it says this. It says this. I want power over people. I want control. I need my insecurity filled up. I want just attention. I need this occupation to happen for me because being alone is excruciating. And see, I'm not saying that we are all supposed to isolate ourselves and be alone. No, you give yourself the freedom to be alone with the truth, not people. Unless it's the truth about people, we could talk about that. We could start with this, and I'll be able to explain this very easily so that you'll be like, whoa, wow, okay. And you're lucky that you don't have physical contact, like you don't come to my home and try to interact because, well, most likely if you've done that, transformation is at hand. Your life is changing. Yep. And if you're continually coming to me, you're about to slowly be transformed into something, a new man, you know, because for some reason, well, See, the thing is that some people know this fact is that no, we're here to do something with each other. You're bet no, I'm a good friend. See, good friends, our best friends are people like they're like, man, and see, you spend time with each other, and then you look back and you say, wow, we made it through that, and oh God, I still love you, But real stuff. See, some people come. See, you might be experiencing it right now. See, I think we still have Mercury and Pisces, and it's the sixth right now, and it goes into Aries at the auspicious degree day of the ninth. Oh, I'm sorry. Mars does. I got that wrong in a couple videos. But both of them, sorry, three buts, four, will go, both Mercury and Mars will go into Aries here just within a week of each other in April. So that the thing that you need to know, babes, is that this April, oh my God, things are going to start to heat up inside of you, other people. Watch the global arena. It's not looking good for like the fact that we are sharing this realm with warlords that do not care about you or me. And but we also share this arena with benevolent beings who say, over my fucking everything here, over your dead body, this is gonna happen, not ours. And but here's the thing, babes, is that benevolent beings aren't gonna save crap. They save the best of the best. See, it's energetic, and this is a metaphor I'm talking about. It's not that you're saved. You have become a resonance with the truth enough, and you're buoyant that it's weird. It happens. People survive massive catastrophes like this, like these one people. Um, it was pretty much the only boat inside of this sound. I guess it's a sound of. It's a 4,000 foot deep ocean that's kind of somehow it has a entrance and then so anyway, a mountain fell into this sound. I think it was in 1976 that this happened, and these two, a dad and a son, were in a boat on this flat water, and they were fishing, and they saw this darn mountain fall into this water, and the water started going like 800 miles an hour towards them. It lifted up a mile high, or I think it's 6,000 feet. And what happened with them is they just went like a leaf, and it just and it set them over there on up high on the ridge. You'll see their boat if you look this up. You'll see it. Their boat is up like 4,000 feet up on the ridge, and they survive. They get out, and they're like, because nothing lived there. Basically, nothing else lived around there. It's just there's a chance that you will make it, and those are the ones. That's not a chance. That's not like a coincidence. That's the creator saying. That's the creator playing their video game on automatic, within and without. And if you know you're getting next to me, and we're getting along because you understand that, and it's very much a flow. And it's like, babe, I cannot get into the density of not just having faith and then also being buoyant, because what we're about to do with the enemy, it's impossible unless you do raise your vibrational frequency and really start working on it, like as if they can do the work, but see, they can't, and they collapse. It's like this. It's like, oh, you'll get their genuine connection, which is their communication is more like, oh, this again. And don't take it personally. See, again, I was telling you the way they criticize. Now, this is the main point I want to make. The way that they criticize, and what they do is because, see, you won't give them attention. It's an outweighing, by the way. See, the government taught them this, and the government, see, they're with the government a lot. Oh, they love the government because that's who they're making money from. See, they're great money makers, right, 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 right. Yes, it's difficult for the human being to just go out and massacre their morals and then do certain things for money. They just won't, and so they don't make much. Anyway, going back, and it includes like their own body. They're like, fuck you. I know how it is to not do that, and I like to just be free. And can we figure out what we're doing here? There's three things we need: land and water to grow food on. I know I had an amazing point to make this video to tell you that how that no, they manufactured it this way. So you have the narcissist who's an attention whore, and they don't care about you. See, they care about the government. They go, and the government goes like this. No, 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 no. If you see a human being over there, here's the thing. And see, you don't know this. It's just like this, though. See, I got to explain it like this. Um, see, you as a human being, you're like you want a decent relationship. See, they'll cause codependency in you, and see, that's perfect for the government. Now, see, it's just they're the government's little workers, right? What I mean is that they're government's little Satan's little helpers. That you'll see how they do it. See, their style of loving is very manipulative. They're manipulating your energy, and then they cause codependency, which means that you want a human response from them, but they'll never give it. And see, they're not. You're not available to see that unless you become emotionally invested. And like you kind of, in a way, you're kind of expecting a tit for tat that is sane. Like, yes, I've seen, and yes, I've seen, and now did you hear, and yes, I heard. Reciprocal, a very common, just like, but see what they do when they know, see, they want your energy, that's all, and they don't care about you. They want energy, and they want to vamp on your energy, human energy. See, they don't have that human energy. They don't really have the need to connect with you. They want to connect with your energy, your fucking nervous system. Yeah, yeah, your nervous system is your energy. And and now I'm getting to the image back to the little boy that they don't know what else to do but to get locked into this, getting energy from. It's a lot of time. It's the mother. You see that? I'm sorry, I'm going to tell you about this, but you see that a lot in the United States, and it's not right that it's not right that the boys are left with the mother. Nope, boys are. Did you know that boys are pushed away from the mother? The mother will do this when she's healthy in a tribe and she feels safe, and she knows that her kid is safe. That no, there's men working out there. See, she pushes him to the men's world, and the men bring them in, and they talk about things like how to have sex with a woman over there, just point blank. The men are doing that, and they're also learning. Well, you plow the field, you do the heavy work for the woman, and but the point is, babe, no, no, it's almost immediately. They describe of almost violently off the teat, push the boy away, and of course no, the boy is very attached and wants to be there, but she feeds and she still treats him. No, you go out, and because otherwise she can destroy his life. He will never become a man. And see, by way of, well, when he's left there to play. I hope you understand this. When he's left there to just fuck with the mom, he starts fucking with her. Oh yeah, he does every little fucking narcissistic fucking control freak thing. Oh, I fucking see it over and over around me. Over and over, at least 6 to 12 women, I've observed it, that uh, their little boys do a thing where they start just slamming things around, shutting doors, getting in the car, locking it, ta 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 ta, and um, they may have received a beating. I don't know, because they seem to get them to finally do. But see, a narcissist can turn completely psychopathic, like completely disconnected, and do something very, 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 like say no, and then like start up the car and then leave or something, and try and drive it and then crash it, but anyway, and then she thinks that she's just got to get a handle on that. She's got to get a handle. No, you have to push that kid away and take it to the fucking environment that it's going to start feeling like it can just, it's got to do what it does with its intelligence. A woman's intelligence is not the man's intelligence, so she has to push him away. He is not born to his intelligence, from his intelligence. Nope. This is why narcissism is isolated to the man, because, ooh, it is okay. God, you can spend an hour talking about this, but see, it's because, well, um, if he isn't, he gets very insecure. I don't want to talk about this right now. I've talked about it. I just wanted to point out how that the government successfully kind of just keeps you away from all of this information, basically. So the natural order of things is not really working, as far as if there was an already known way to avoid having every single thing that we don't like happen in within a civilization. It includes pollution, inflation of money, and all of the like low life stuff that could possibly be happening, that you can look at it and say, oh my God, I thought I had it bad, kind of a thing. And it's like too much of that is going on. So, but it's manufactured. Did you know that? It's manufactured. They just need that kind of distraction. You're living in a huge distraction fucking arena. And that's why they teach meditation. They say, no, undistract yourself. Please be one of these people that when you come into the presence of them, first of all, you won't come into the presence of them because unless your transformation is needed, transformation is at hand. I just thought, you know what I need is I need to get an on air sign to put it on the door when I'm channeling. I just don't want to be bugged. And so when they say on air, they don't bug the person is channeling. Anyway, lots to talk about, but will we? Hell yeah, we will. Fucking, you will see an explosion in ways to communicate, why to communicate. The main thing that I found, see, and I'm going to try to, and it will spark up. It's going to spark up. I know it is. I'm going to get more downloads. It's going to be crazy. And see, you have to start the trend here. See, the main thing is that you want that fucking money, you narcissist, right? Lowercase the I, at least, or try it. See, it's work. You don't know how to focus. You can't do it, right? The fucking I pops back up. Nope, put it down. Put it in the slot. It turns blue. Hit it when it turns blue and make sure it's in the slot now. And then sometimes it'll give you a choice. Do you want the lowercase I? And you know, I want the lowercase. And then make sure it's in the slot. In fact, see, just the I. Just the I, babe. I'm pretty sure. But then I'm saying, see, no, I'm saying as your director, as the leader here, keep your vowels up. But you see, you don't even know what you're doing with that. That is the most complicated thing to read is just the vowels. As energy, frequency and vibration, you're looking at ways that energy is moving and oscillating in and out. It's just reminding you how it works. This is the A, the plasmatic field, the attic, how your atomic assemblage, your body is working in conjunction with the plasmatic field, and then now we have the illusion of other physical things. Yep, and just kind of exposing like how scientific this existence is. Now, I have a lot of evil people close to me in my 3D that are thinking about me and they're talking about me, and that's the way it is. It's like, no, because I'm onto something, and the fourth dimensional beings do not like that I'm just about to, well, I'm going to get to their feed source, which is, well, first of all, just, yeah, it's, see, I was talking about the backdrop, okay, so how now the government plays the same game with you where they say, well, I won't give you attention and I'll starve you out, and unless you do this. And then so see, the narcissist becomes the same way. And it's just because you won't give them attention, but see, you don't want to give that attention, right? Because you're going nowhere as a human being. You don't have time for this, right? You're like, oh my God, life is so short, and I'm doing a body of work or something. Like, like for instance, the work that you literally work for money and you spend a lot of time, and you're like, well, what happened? A lot of multimillionaires are like that. Multi-millions of dollars isn't anything. You don't want to run for that either. God, they must have ran so hard for that. I'm talking about decoding your fucking phone here, breaking the code and saying, you know what, I think I want my freedom now. I want to see. The thing is that people that want to be enslaved, narcissists, they don't want freedom. They think that that's like wrong. Yeah, they say a stupid thing. They say, uh, the devil is going to take the hands of those who are idle. And it's like, dude, okay, so I'm idle right now. Do you think now the next thing I do is with my hands, it's evil? I can't get out of it. I'm just gonna have to chop my hands off. Where do you guys get this fucking shit? And a lot of stuff like that, you need to just look at it and say, no, that was made by some fucking stupid church or probably something like that. Yeah. They don't like the thing that happens, babes, the thing, like what you see, the backdrop, you think it's it is a huge control problem, right? They're controlling the spirit into hell. It's like, I was going to do something here. What did I know? You're going to be deleted. It's a spiritual warfare. Don't let that happen. See, you can overcome it. It's overcomable. You just have to reach for your soul, reach for your joy, and connect with other people that know what that is, babes. It's the truth. When you hit the truth, when you hit God, it brings you buoyant in your body. It gives you the chills. It makes you want to. Oh, I hate to say it, but it makes you want to have sex. You know, but it's like you have lightning bolts coming out of your fucking fingertips, and you're like, ooh, the plasmatic field, and you can just kind of think something. You're like, you know what? Talk about the enemy talking about you or thinking about you. See, once we start doing that, then God hears, and then something else happens to them, and you're like, oops, It's actually what I thought of, kind of a thing. Some people who do bother to think, talk about dangerous. We like to just be here and then work things and really look. And what we're looking at is a place that is under siege. I mean, it's under full control. It's a massive weird thing. Well, we're looking at just we need to evolve here. There is a possibility of that. So anyway, I'm gonna let this go. But the main point that I wanted to get across, did I get it across? Yeah, is how that okay. So that the government starves the narcissists of attention unless they follow rule, and so they do all this stuff in uniform. Now that's a good word to come up with. See, the uniform isn't really like universe, like the form of something that is unified by having found the truth. No, otherwise things would look more different. It would be more like, okay, so imagine city-sized castles in which the pyramids were fueling the energy sources of, and vice versa. I mean, like imagine the Earth being a space base, which it is, but we're disconnected from the extraterrestrials and the alien life that are doing that. We just are. See, I wouldn't say that unless I did not see an actual flying something that went so fast it was not. No, I know how to see objects, see, because I've been watching it all my life. I love seeing things in the space. The space station is visible. We see it, but no, this thing. I looked at it so hard because I was like, what the hell? And it must have been going like, and I saw it twice. That's right. I didn't see it. I saw it just like 3 months ago, 4 or 5. I told people about it. It was weird. An owl started hooting, and I love owls. And I thought, I'm going to go out there and really listen to it. And there, yes, so it was kind of cloudy. I think there was a moonlight. Yeah, I can see the clouds from the moon. And so this owl hooted, and I went out on my deck and I looked up, and I saw two triangular vehicles moving very quick, very quick. And I saw it, and I was like, oh, trying to look. And what happened? It started going faster, and it went up. I'm pretty sure it went up because it started disappearing, but it just shot up so fast. And I was like, okay, I was supposed to see that some way. Yeah. Oh, and see, now I'm remembering. No, I remember I saw. See, now we're getting into now we're talking about that we live interdimensionally. What I saw, why was it so bright? It was a light, and it moved into something. It went way up, and it just disappeared. It went into a portal somewhere. And it's known that Kauai Mountain, where I live, Kauai Mountain, babe, this entire granite structure that I'm living on, if you're in Idlewild, that's what you're living on too, and I will take you to the site that they keep covering up this one little thing that if you saw it and they let people know, see, you're supposed to go somewhere and say, excuse me, why do they cover this up and why isn't it being protected better or something like that? I don't know. Why don't you inform us of what it really is here? That this mountain is not a geological formation. Nope. No, it isn't. No, there was heavy duty destruction that happened. They call it Tartaria, but I don't even think we're talking about that. Maybe, there could be a combination, but no, I'm talking about something that was thriving probably 6,000 years ago up until about 2005, 2026 years ago. Mass destruction happened, and much of us talk about a big start over. But yeah, so wish the organism luck. Um, Unifying themselves. See, they have to use this to create singularity by way of finding a field of information that they can hear that saves them. And see, but it won't happen unless enough people get miserable enough, and then they finally say, what is it that I need to know? And this is called doing essential work only. And then when you're ready, see, when you're good and ready, and this is what we know now. See, this is what we know when we're I want to say privileged enough, but I don't like that word. When you're privileged enough to be away from people as a guru, as an enlightened human being, no, you know that there isn't anything more valuable than your very interaction with people, no matter how short or long. You're alone long enough to where that now you are able to just interact so very real. And you're picking up like, what is the purpose? Well, for a Buddhist, a master is to find out, well, have you made it yet? It's just outer space and we're here now. And do you see what to do? I mean, do you really have to ask? How, are you a useful idiot or like, I don't know. No, there's something called useless eater. Then there's the useful idiot. But how about the awakened one? How about the enlightened? How about a human being? How about somebody who has arrived, who has reached, who is available? Yep, available. It's not attention giving. It's available. It's awareness. It's not um, like an interest. Yeah, it's not looking for any one thing. It just has awareness. It sees what's happening and it can make statements. And it just floors everybody because it's like, no, I'm not arguing. I just told the truth. And the reason why you're floored is because what do you, how do you shoot back at it? It and it alone, it seems that you were not bothering to look into it. And, and it keeps destroying you. So you can't get out of the mess here, which is a huge rut. The word rut is in the root word truth. That's what it becomes. You use the R rule. Unless you look into it and see the main thing that's in it, how do you access it? The vowel, the superior one? You. Now, I found out that the symbol of the U is actually time. Time, but that's the holder of you. That's where you are right now. See, when you have the I right there. See, it's kind of, they say time, space. You know, they kind of put it together. So anyway, I got to get out of here. I don't do daytime very well. 3D. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna make these videos and I'm gonna try and do ashram. I want the weirdest people to contact me and say, you know what? I think I can help you with your land or in your home. Maybe, right? Very, very tedious where I'm at because it's like, gosh, you know, I do have respect, but I don't think people have respect for me, and that's okay. But no, it's not. Fuck respect. I need reverence. Well, all of us do. If you notice, that's what I'm kind of providing for you. But when I see I'm kind of the kind of guru or achieved master that once you start traipsing onto my land and getting near my temple, which is really right here, you know, thank God I have some space to keep my aura somewhere free from invasion. Um, you'll get something. It's interesting. The only reason why you came to my place is because transformation is at hand for you. You are not going to experience something like mediocre in your life. You're going to start experiencing transformations. And I hope you are able to see another transformational guru somewhere else to help you. Pardon the noise in the background. It's the happy-go-lucky garbage service for the unconscious baby population. It's like, well, what's the what are you guys doing over there? What's happening? Well, nobody's living in intention, so they have a bubble of just pollution and noise and all this stuff, and you're like, so much for meditating in the middle of the day, right? Because that's what you're supposed to do. But no, they've purposely made it to a wreck in areas where it's like, well, can't we have it in a sanctuary? But see, you would be surprised. Okay, in Idlewild, I'm talking how that the community died down. It just dwindled, or more like the communications did. Yeah, community, unity is the same as communications. Communications means communion. It means now you're coming together and you understand something, and you're like, yes, I love it here. But we have a backdrop that has moved in. It's like, well, do we really need that? See, I think that regrouping needs to happen. But on a global scale, I think that things are going to change. It's going to take a while, though. And man, there's a part of us all that is just, we're exhausted. It's like, it's more like this. We need emergency help. So a lot of us are working through like a lot of distraction of not only outer, but the inner. You know, your body, your mind, your spirit is crying out. And how do we focus to even solve any problems? Well, guess what, babes? The human spirit, fire, Aries, the desire is going to do it. The desire for God. See, there's people, and there's God people. See, the thing is about now, I'm going to talk to you men and women. One last thing. Might be the only reason why I made this video, but no, I kind of try to tell you how that the narcissist starves what little is left of the human faction of the attention that they need, real life reciprocation, real life engagement, real life fucking uh, availability to, like, what are we doing? No, they're playing a game. And so what are they doing? They're killing the human being off. Sorry, I just had to say that. It's like, do you get it? Because I was on some other train before, and so I guess I'm done here. I've been turned into a channel, and this is very difficult because I'm also getting frequencies, and I'm being attacked on all levels. So you have to, if you, whoever's watching this and doesn't like it, figure out why you don't do that. Are you really my friend? But I'm not taking it personal. See, I'm somebody who knows, as an Aquarius, there are two types of people here. There are people that are capable of being friends to other people, and then there's people that are perfectly incapable of being friends to other people. They're masking being friends. They don't care who's there, they just want attention. See, a good friend, that's what they call them in India. See, this is the human being. There's people who are capable of love, and then there are people who have yet to achieve. And it's very tedious here because now here's the part where I talk to the women. The less the less the heads that there are, the less complications it will be able to figure it out. Otherwise, you just continue on with that farming operation, which results in the weirdest sensation when you are actually awake and you look into it. And we get downloads, you know, and it's like, well, the way it goes is like, be patient now because you saw a pattern and you see why or how it's working, and but then just give it time, and then now you're able to say it. Yeah, we are talking about things that we've never been able to say, like, oh, not 20 years ago, not even hardly 5 years ago, I think. Yeah, it's kind of a trip that way. And it has to be that way. With Uranus and Gemini, you're going to see the change of language, and you're going to see an interfacing system that accesses $333 trillion. Nobody owns it, but they all know that they have to pay these fucking bills, and it's like, no, we all have that, just take care of it. What are we going to do? Try to get some rest, take care of each other, fucking nurture yourself back to health, farm something good, we'll pay you fucking $2.50 an hour to farm. It's just 3 hours a day. But see, here's the thing. It's back to, come on, sing it. Shave and a haircut, 5 cents. We got to keep that stuff low, man. Keep a pile and say, whatever you want to enslave the overpop to do, but would you stop overpopulating? You women there? Learn how to fuck yourselves. I don't know what to tell you. Boy, is that going to get a like? Maybe. I don't know. You didn't see my universe fucking show? Look at this. Put your earphones on and try to listen to it. I think it's spot on. The Africans love me for it. Who I mean is the Ghana extraterrestrial. The ones there, the EWE, who gave me the sound knowledge about our voice and how the interweaving goes, and you need to bring it up, and we'll get all into that later.